It's DiVinica time again. I'm so excited. Happy Sunday. Welcome to another live stream. I am carrying on with the 3-page set that is going to be featured in DiVinica issue 6, which is written by JP Roth, and interior pages are drawn and painted by myself. And it's so much fun. I'm looking forward to working on these with you. And I fixed a few things from the last stream. I don't know if you guys remember, but at the very end of the last live stream, I was working on this page and filling in the night sky right here. And it went under my mask and got all of this part blue. So I had to redo that and fix it. So this is now fixed. And I can declare the Aphrodite page complete, finally. So this page is done with watercolor, Copic marker, and Caran d'Ache luminance colored pencils. So if you can see, there's a bit of a glare on her face. That is the wax in the Caran d'Ache pencils. So you can't really look at it from all angles. But yes, this is the first in the sequence of 3 pages, and this one's now done. And then I worked on Friday, after the live stream on the Nokomis page. So I posted a time-lapse video of where I was working on her face and skin. But this is where I'm at on this one. There's just a couple little things I want to fix, and then this page is also complete. Even though you are seeing a glare here, this is watercolor in the background. It's just a heavy amount of pigment, so that's why it's like this. Hello, Keeman. Happy Sunday. Welcome to the stream. So this one, I had told you guys that I was planning to make it stars, kind of going as a funnel into her hair. But then I was just painting a little bit of a direction for myself of where to set up the mask for splattering in the stars. And I actually liked this almost more smoky look better. So I haven't run this by JP Roth, who is the author for this series, to see if she agrees. But right now I'm thinking to just leave it. So yay. The one thing that I want to do though is, in order to make the stars look like they're kind of in varying levels of clarity through the smoke, and especially up here, I'm going to take my colored pencil and just color over some of the white paint so that it looks, some of them are clear, some of them are a little bit covered, that kind of thing. Devin, hello. Kara, hi. Philip, welcome to the stream. So, I'm just going to sharpen it because I've been using it a lot. And I'll finish this page up with you guys and then get started on the final in the 3-page set. And that one features the goddess Isis. So we are also showing the goddess Magu in this set of 3 pages. But I already finished those pages. So, see, I'm just going to color over some of the white star splatter just to make it look like her hair is translucent, but on top of the stars in the background. And it doesn't really stick over acrylic paint very easily, so, it's not going to be the cleanest, but that's fine. So in the script it says a goddess made of moonlight. So that's why she looks just kind of glowy blue. And I had the worst thing happen to me on Friday morning when I was working on her. My plan was just to color the skin, or her glowy self, in Copic marker. And I picked my light blue Copic marker, the lightest blue that I have, and I started adding the color in, and just as compared to the other blues on the page already, it looked green on the paper. And so I'm like, oh my God, I can't have a green glowing goddess. That just is so many levels of wrong in the context of this page. So what I did is I had to kind of make myself a blue mixing all the colors from the background, but I had to cover the Copic. So I actually have a watercolor white. So I mixed the white in so that it would be more opaque, and then had to paint her whole skin situation. So that kind of sucked. Steve, hello, welcome to the stream. So anyway, all that to say, there's been some hiccups with this page, but I mean, that's kind of par for the course. At least for me, there's always a hiccup. But I have had so much fun working on this page. It has been amazing. I completely lost all of my lines for the bird. So my whole test and my theory that I could kind of mask out with white colored pencil did not work. That was a fail. And the watercolor background, like this dark blue that I use, it even covered the acrylic paint that I put down. So I had none of my lines to try to see what the bird was, but thankfully I did scan my pencil sketch. So I was just able to refer to that on the computer and, you know, draw out the bird. Hopefully it's in the right place. It's not exactly how I had it planned, but I had to wing it at that point. And to make the bird, all I did was take a little bit of white of the aquarelle colored pencil. So I used white aquarelle, some of the paint that I used here on the bird, and then I went over it with like this colored pencil, and then a little tiny bit of my acrylic marker to just give some pops of highlight here and there. I'm okay. I think I might have dodged getting sick. Oh, were you getting sick, Steve? I'm sorry. Allie, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hello, Rob. How are you doing? All right, and I want some of the blue here covered as well. I mean, some of the white splatter. I may have gone a little stronger on the splatter than I intended to. I was having fun and just kind of kept going. It's very dangerous to give me my splatter brush and some white ink, because it goes everywhere. And so I may have gone a little smidge further than I had planned in my head. Nedimus, hello and welcome. I thought I might have been getting sick yesterday, but I didn't have symptoms other than a little nasal congestion. I feel fine today. Oh, good. I'm glad. Oh, there's so much phrasing here. We might have my sister online. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, oh, the phrasing is intense on this live stream. Just to be prepared. Juan, hello. Welcome to the stream. So I'm trying to cover up a little bit of my over-enthusiastic splatter. And just hopefully make some of the stars go into the background a little bit. It just makes her hair look more translucent, which is what I'm going for here. You know, if this was a digital page, I would have either the stars or her hair or both, honestly, on their own layers. And so then I would just take the opacity down. Of course, I can't do that here, traditional, so I have to kind of fake it a little bit. Snow, hello, welcome to the stream. I did. I splattered everywhere and may have gone a little bit too far. Hal, hello, welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. I had so much fun, working on this page, you guys. I pretty much just sat down to start drawing and painting on Friday morning, and I didn't really move very much, except for my lunch break time with my daughter. and I got this page finished. So it feels really good to be able to complete a page painted in one day, except for the live stream time. And you guys know how very shitty I am, really, for lack of a better word, on actually accomplishing anything during a live stream. So yay. They did. They protected me, Steve. And it was cold. So I was actually wearing a blanket while sitting at my desk. Put some plastic down beforehand. Canada is treating me well. I generally just don't go anywhere these days. It's so cold. Though yesterday we did, me and my daughter and one of her friends went shopping, and we went to Plato's Closet. I think that they have Plato's Closet in the States. I believe it's an American company. And we brought home some stuff, and I had them all out to wash them, and I believe that Sherlock is having some trauma and PTSD from when we bought when we brought in that cat tree. If you guys remember the trauma for Sherlock with the cat tree. Now he is so sensitive that we can't even bring in, clothes and stuff. He's hidden. So they had to go on a big Sherlock hunt to try to locate the cat. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do, but he is very easily traumatized. I know, right, Hal? I mean, I didn't think that it would happen with just buying some secondhand clothes, but yep, he sure did. He disappeared. Wasn't eating his dinner, doing the whole thing all over again. D-Dog, hello. True, he is a little too large to hide easily. That's a good point. What the fan art? Hello, welcome to the stream. Happy Sunday. I really think he needs to become braver. That should be Sherlock's goal for 2022, is to maybe make an attempt at not being such a fail and such a chicken. I think he should be a little bit ashamed of himself, honestly. Onion Head, thank you. That is so cool. You have a Grimm Fairy Tales book with my art. That is awesome. Thank you for supporting my work. Thank you at the fan art. That means a ton. Yay. Yeah, if I'm not live streaming, I have a little bit of an easier time taking the time lapses. So, yes, I'm going to try to do those more often when I'm not live. And I actually edited that video. I'm learning how to do little edits. I have that app called InShot. Right? Is that what it's called? Yeah, InShot. And so I can clip it, make it shorter, because everything has to be timed properly for Instagram. I still have not tackled TikTok. That seems too difficult. I watched a bunch of YouTube tutorials on how to make videos for TikTok, and it was very scary for me. I just was like, oh my God, I'm gonna screw something up so big time. So I have not gotten brave enough for TikTok, but at least I'm learning to do them for Instagram. Baby steps. It took me so long to get comfortable enough to do Instagram. Truthfully, myself as a human being, I am massively antisocial, and I will just hide. That's my true personality, I suppose, is to just hide in my house, go nowhere, and be kind of a little bit of a hermit. So I to put myself out there as much as I do probably makes you guys feel like, yeah, lies, Dawn. Giant, massive liar. But I can get there. It's just, you know, I'm usually about 10 years behind everybody else. You like the similarity of this piece and the Aphrodite one? Yay, thank you, Hal. That's where Sherlock gets it. Yes, he inherited it from me. Last time I seen her, you seem to like candles a lot. There is a strong candle theme, yes. Me personally, I'm a... Candles and burning house down, especially because I have a lot of original art, is not necessarily a good thing. So I only have one place in the house where a candle is lit, and it's in a little bird cage downstairs on a countertop. So there's nothing around it, and the Sherlock can't get at it, and that's the only place that candles are actually lit for me personally. So, that's, that maybe I get out all my candle yayas in art. Who knows? I never really thought about that one. I kind of went over the line a little bit, so I've just got to fix that. And thankfully, it's taken me a while to find colors that, you know, like colored pencil colors that match my my Copic marker skin tones. And then once I get the Olo markers, I'm gonna have to start that process all over again. So we'll see how that goes. I'm not living a lit life. No, not really. I am. It's true. I am a bit of a klutz. Jeff, hello. Welcome to the stream. Oh, leave it to me what the fan art. I probably could. All right. So this light blue is not light enough to put some highlight on her shirt. Now, granted, a good portion of this is going to get cut off. Yeah, a lot of this is because I paint beyond the border. So like really, it's probably going to cut off almost to part of her shoulder, depending on how we lay out the pages. But yeah, a good bit of this excess all around on the top and bottom are going to be cut off. No, oh no, I'm not trying to make you worried. True. Roberto, hello, welcome to the stream. All right, so I'm trying to decide if there's anything more that I need to do. Not really, honestly. I can pretty much declare this page done. Art by Galen, hello. Are we cutting off shirts? Well, I'm mostly talking about the bleed margin in the comic book pages, and a decent bit of this will end up getting cut off. Because in order to make a page go all the way to the edge like this, you have to have content and artwork that goes past that by about 1/4 of an inch, because that is what they print all the way out to the edge and then cut it. So, you know, if the paper shifts a little bit, there needs to be enough there that the art goes all the way to the border. And in comic art, that's called the bleed margin. So all of these I painted beyond it, and some of what I painted is no longer visible because it's in the bleed margin. You've burned your beard a few times. Oh no, Nedemas. That's rough. Okay, so really quickly, I'm just gonna add a little bit more tone into the candle because I feel like, you know, it's a little bland. So, because I want it to start picking up some of the sand colors, which are on the following page, I'm I'm going to use the skin tones, basically, which are just light beige colors. Let's do E40 as well. Oh, you did, Devin? Thank you so much. And I'll probably write a blog post for the DiVinica site soon. Now, Devin, this doesn't really concern you because I think you pretty much got everything that the Kickstarter had. But just so everybody knows, on DiVinicaShop.com, over the next week or so, we'll start putting up all the remaining items from the Kickstarter. So if there was something that you missed that you wanted to get, we will have them available. And then also the pearl prints, not everybody ordered all of them, and they were printed in my Chicago location, right? But what we did is the place that is now handling all of our DiVinica stuff in Arizona, we've purchased the exact same paper. And so if you did want to add to your collection, they'll all still be in a set because we made sure that the paper is the identical brand, color, everything that we had last time. For sure you had to leave some for later. Definitely. And we will it doesn't mean that you have to get any of this stuff right away in by any means. We just did an intertwined sale, not expecting any of you to jump on there and get them right away, but we are working on getting everything up there. The palettes arrived, and so they've been working on organizing everything. Jerry Lynn sent some pictures rubbing the bookmarks, so I'll post those for you guys to see. You'll see all the palettes and where they're being stored and all of that, because I don't know, personally I find it really interesting, so I'll post that for you guys to see the pictures. That happened to me, Nedimas, when I was I think I was 14 or 15. It was at a Christmas party, so there were candles everywhere, and at the time my hair was way past my butt. It was super, super long. My hair grows like a weed, so it gets that long repeatedly over my lifetime. And I was leaning over looking at something, and I didn't know that my hair was literally in the candle, and all of a sudden just engulfs with flames, just coming up into my face. So it was a Christmas party, so everybody had little plates of snacks or whatever, and they grabbed their plate and just beat me with it to beat out the flames. But yeah, it was intense. And then the whole party stank like burnt hair. And there is burnt hair is one of the worst smells in my opinion. It was the perfect way to ruin a Christmas party. I know, it was intense. So I had to chop my hair off as well. Yes, one candle in the house. It stinks so bad. Someone set me on fire just so they could beat me. It's very possible. So yeah, it's pretty weird though to be smelling something terrible, be like, what's burning? And all of a sudden you realize you're the one on fire. I know, I took it too far. Oh, that's so sweet, art by Galen. So right now I'm using E40. It's kind of more of, it's like a gray with a beige undertone, really. It's not very saturated. Burned hornet. Yes, I have electronic candles all over the house. I can control them with a remote control. It's very fun. They're dawn safe. Okay, I think this page is complete. Yay! Oh my goodness! I didn't expect to finish it kind of as quickly as I did. You guys know me, I'm really slow. So I was a little bit surprised. I was thinking that I would work on this one with you on today's live stream, but oh well. So this is the next page. We will do the million butts and this whole side with Isis here, and then this is DiVinica right here. So this is Isis and Ra. This one's gonna be tricky. And I did the same thing where I thought that the white would, oh, what's that? I thought that the white would work as a mask. So I have white colored pencil on here. See, I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, so that's the white colored pencil plan. My white colored pencil plan is a failed plan. So that won't be happening. It's possible that I could try using just the plain wax pencil. So this is like a Caran d'Ache blender. And it's basically the wax without any pigment in it. So it's the same thing as these, but just no pigment. So maybe this would work a little bit better. Kind of think what you do. I see it happening at school a lot where, you know, you do those candle drawings where you take a candle and draw and then take watercolor. And of course the candle wax serves as a mask. That's the concept that I'm going for here, but maybe I can't, maybe it just doesn't work on schminke paint, which is a little bit more pigmented. Who knows? But anyway, this is the next page to do, and I'm very excited. Yeah, painting pages is certainly more time consuming. Actually, I take that back. Oil painting pages is more time consuming, but I was really trying to think about it because I am both a digital colorist and a traditional colorist. And I dare to say it would have taken me longer to do this digitally than it did for me to do traditionally. Granted, because I am my own worst enemy, and I would have changed my mind about 30 times if I had the luxury to do so, which is what happens to me every time I work on something digital. Traditional, it's kind of the you know, you got to do the one take wonder or you're so screwed. So it saves me from myself. Maybe if I wasn't so mentally problematic as a digital colorist, I would be faster. I know. Can you see more of the moonlit Nokomis? Yes, of course. So here is the whole thing. I apologize for the glare. So I had told you guys that this was going to be stars accumulating as it goes into the solid state of her white hair towards the base. I changed my mind. I actually painted under this with the, you know, the same paints that I used here. And I was just trying to like plan out the direction of her hair. And then I was like, you know what? I actually like this. Maybe I'm not going to do the splatter and leave it like this. Because then it kind of has a bit more of the ethereal smoke appearance that then it matches with the smoke bird from the candle and all that. So that's why I didn't do all the stars here. Plus I, you know, went a little star crazy everywhere else. So I was like, maybe we have enough stars for today. Opinion, sketching roughs digitally and then projecting, tracing them onto traditional pages. Crispy Fried Man, hello. Art by Galen. I see absolutely no issue with sketching digitally, printing it out, and doing it traditionally. I do that. I'm just kind of shit at sketching digitally. So like I'll do a rough layout, then take it onto the computer, copy my layout lines, flip the page, put in a grid if I need to, any of those things, and then I print it out and do the final. So I don't have any kind of attitude towards digital as far as doing that in art, doing it however, you know. It's only, the only reason why I do a lot of things traditional is just because I'm super sucky at digital drawing. Like I can't. I struggled for hours trying to draw Zatanna's face on the computer. This Zatanna commission I'm working on, I struggled for literally hours trying to draw that. You know, I was just like, okay, I'm just going to draw her face. I'm going to save time and I'm going to do that. Hours. Printed out just a circle and I drew her face in about 30 seconds, no problem. So that's just to show you my struggle. For some reason, I suck on the computer. I'm just like 10 times faster sketching out ideas and rearranging things digitally. Yeah, then totally do it. And then your stupid brain is always like, you're cheating. You're not cheating. You know, we all have those things where, you know, do what is faster. Like there's so many things that you can do to help your work for you, you know? And I think that, you know, all of that is fantastic. And whatever shortcut you can take for yourself, and, you know, cheating is stealing somebody else's work and signing your name to it. But if you found a way that you work better and you work faster, by all means, do that. Oh, that's funny, Rob. Okay, let me see. Was there another question that I missed? For those of you who are kind of shit at that's sweet, Rob. All right. So, just going to put that one away. Of course, art by Galen. Don't let yourself tell yourself you're cheating. You're not cheating. Oh, do I have a board? I do not. Damn it. All right. I'm going to have to steal this board. Smoky transparency look to the bird is... Oh, thank you. Yay. It takes practice. That's true. Uh-oh, Rob. Don't confess that to us. All right. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just removing the tape on this board because I need it. The tape removal is very satisfying, but I don't think we're going to get the satisfactioning that we wanted because this tape has been on this board since when, Devin? October 28th? Long fucking time. I had to kind of take a pause on painting of DiVinica because I needed to draw a bunch of new pages for DiVinica. Some of those pages are no longer going to be used in DiVinica issue 6. They may be bumped to a another DiVinica further on down the line because we're going to be adding in a couple more pages and moving things around. So that's kind of what JP Roth is figuring out this weekend-ish. And then I'll find out what the plan is and start drawing those pages. Thank you, What the Fan Art, truly. So I did double tape on this one. Van Helsing, hello. We all benefited. Aw, you're so sweet. Drawing hair is a pain in the ass, Juan. Truly the worst. Right, no one is putting Dan's apartment in the corner. That one is still planned for DiVinica 6. You've been noodling hair. Nice. Okay, sorry. I need to see what I'm doing here. There's a bit of a glare situation with the light. Sorry about that. You're staying away from fur for a bit. Yeah, I have a hard time drawing fur. Okay. Just need to remove it on one more spot. Dan's apartment corner box. What's that? What's that? The more I practice, the more the cloth approach to hair gels for me. Oh, really? It's helpful? Yay! Yes, art by Galen. This is hardboard. So what I do is I go to, generally Home Depot has the hardboard that I like. So I get the 4x8 foot hardboard, 1/8 of an inch, and just because the feeling of the raw hardboard, like the rough hardboard, drives me crazy, it's like nails on a chalkboard, I get it so that it's smooth on both sides, and I get them to cut it for me there. So they cut it in 12x18 boards, and then I get some cut in half of that. Right? Yeah. So these are 8.5 by 11, I think, or a little bit bigger. So it's, okay, 12x18. So then this is 9x12, sorry. So this is 9x12, and I get some of them as 9x12s and some of them as 12x18. And this is what I ship my originals taped to. Sometimes when I'm like, I've got enough paint on this one and I need to get a new board, I'll tape my originals to my painted boards. So sometimes people get, you know, a modern art looking board for their original art. But they're super great for shipping original art attached to, because these things don't break easily. Someone would have to like ninja karate kick it in order to crack these. So yeah. Home Depot, they end up coming out to about $2 a piece, something like that, I think. But absolutely worth it. They'll cut it for you. What they do is they charge like $1 per cut, but it's 100% worth it, because I'll go once a year and get, you know, one big sheet of it cut down to size for myself. Sometimes I'll do 2 if I'm feeling particularly lazy, like I don't want to go back in a while. And I'll just get, and so I have stacks of them in my art storage of each size. And then, you know, you use them for drawing. They're great for taking to cons if you're going to draw on your lap. They are my drawing boards, they're my painting boards, and they're my shipping original art boards. They're fabulous. Yes, exactly. I've always thought of drawing fur was difficult for artists. You know, the way it looks so well done that it looks like some magic was involved. Well, you know, one easy way is I bought a fur paintbrush. And this one, when you wet it, it's, do you see that? It's uneven bristles. And they kind of form into like fur-like fibers, you see? And so this probably cost me like $6 or $7 to get this brush, and that's because I know that there are beasts coming for me to paint soon. And then I will have myself some fur to draw and paint. So that's why I bought this brush. I haven't used it very much because there hasn't been much fur for me to do, but yes, that's what this brush is for. 4x8, that should make 16 per sheet. They'll do the math for you. So you just go and tell them what you want. And it works out really nicely. Okay, so here we go. Oh man, Devin, you would not believe the new beast that's being introduced in DiVinica issue 6. It's crazy. So I've already done some sketch, like page layouts with the beast. The beast's name is Boogles. All right, here is the other one. Dan said he wants this one up on the wall for us to enjoy for a while, so I'm just going to leave it, which is so sweet of him that he likes this page. So I'm going to put it back on my drying rack. There we go. You're not distracting, Art by Galen. That's literally why I'm here, is to answer those kind of questions. I actually don't do the Kolinsky sable. I have one sable brush, which I've had for years. It's the Winsor & Newton Series 7, because I used to use it for inking. But these ones, believe it or not, I had no idea. I'd been using them for years. They are so amazing, and I didn't even know that they were synthetic fibers. And these ones are the Princeton Velvet Touch. So I have so many of the Princeton Velvet Touch. They're so cheap, comparatively speaking. Like, you know, when you're talking about like $7 to maybe $10 for this one. And then I think that this is like a real, it's the Princeton Neptune. And I think this is real sable or something. And this was $45. And I like this one less, honestly, than this one. Could which page be a print? The Nokomis page? Veilreth, good evening. Welcome to the stream. My goodness, I need to open my actual Twitch page. All the hair-raising ones should be prints. Thank you, guys. That means a lot. I think so. I will, of course, check with JP Roth on that, but I don't see why not. You guys are so kind. I know, right, Devin? It's so expensive, and I don't honestly even like the brush very much. So it definitely felt like I wasted money there. And since you guys know I spend a lot on art supplies, that one was a little bit painful. This one is going to take a little bit of thought. I've been so obsessed with the other two paintings that I haven't really thought this one through a ton. Oops. I'm really the queen of blonde moments these days, aren't I? Oh, lol. Rob. Okay, so here we go. Time to tape this one down. About 2 more weeks. I know, I'm so excited. So I finally wrote Coffin Comics and got a little bit more insight onto what the show is like, what kind of time I'm gonna have. I got my schedule. So I should be able to take some sketches at Swornfest. So, you know, you guys here, anyone that's going to Swornfest can get a sketch from me via my email list. I'll just do the same thing I usually do for cons. So I'll let you guys know what time exactly the email is coming out, and I schedule it so you can actually trust it. It's run by a computer, not myself. And yeah, first people to respond, you know, I'll fill up my sketches in the order the emails are received. It's the fairest way I can think of to take show sketches. Is she holding a bong? No, she's not. It is the light of Aether. So here she is taking the light away from Ra, putting it in the jar, and then, well, this is the goddess Isis. And then here, DiVinica has that jar. Is my live stream being problematic? You just really want her to smoke it, huh, Nedimas? Or is it Needmas? No. Nedemas. You accept crates of ramen? Well, crates of ramen would be a little bit hard to travel home with. And you know what I really want is real fruit. And I don't think that they have it in the States. It is. But he was being kind of bad with it. Nedimas. Am I saying it right? I can't remember which one the first time is. You have to understand that I am not really firing on all brain cylinders when I'm live. I may never be fired. It seems like, you know, some people on the live streams that know me personally, Jeff, are trying to claim that I'm hardly, well, I'm not firing on all brain cylinders in real life either. But I feel like I'm better in real life. Needy Mus. Needy Mus. Okay, thank you. Oh, I'm never gonna live that one down, am I? That was so embarrassing. Thank you, Needimas. Am I working from strict layouts, or do you have creative freedom? I have full creative freedom. I am a very fortunate artiste. And yeah, I can I have a script, for sure. But as far as what happens beyond that, I mean, JP Roth, who is the author of this series, we'll work on the pages together. We'll talk about what ideas she had while she was writing the pages. And then, you know, from there, I work on them. I'll take them back to her. We'll discuss it. But, like, I feel fully free to draw whatever. And then if she doesn't like it, though, she's very, very kind about that and gentle. She's gentle with the dawn. I will. It's true, Juan. I will. I don't know. I don't smoke weed. I get far too paranoid. I've tried it a few times. It did not go well. Tried those too. Did not go well. All right. The page is taped down. And, you know, I'm going to stop taping it to my leg first. I would tape it to, like, my yoga pants and then put the tape down just because I was worried it would be too sticky. I'm not having that problem. I'm having the tape comes off, you know? Probably because it's art tape and they're not trying to have anybody tear their artwork. It's not paranoid if Tom is out to get you. True. I just remembered, though. Look at this, guys. My secret snack chamber. These are not nearly as good as the real fruits. It was a disappointing, expensive snack. What the hell is that? Okay, yes, they are posers. Real fruit candy is the yummiest. Okay, this is a good sand color right here. What I'm going for, so you guys can kind of have the mental picture, is sort of what you'd imagine, and I should probably look at it so that I'm imagining correctly, but what you'd imagine the interior walls of the pyramids to look like. So that's what I want here. I can't remember what red I used for the Morticia. I'm going to have to go back and look for that. Look at what watercolor tone I used, because that was actually a really good red. And I need to put a star on it or something. But yeah, I'm probably going to mix this with a little bit of yellowy orange or something to get that sandy tone. Because there needs to be sandy tone here, here, and probably some in the background here. The pyramids had bright pink wallpaper? What? I am so shook by that one. For real, Devin? Or are you fucking with me? Check out my tidy paint palette. It's a joke. But you see, I consider you so very smart, Devin, and you have always such good historical insight and stuff, and so I believe you. I would have totally believed you. I'm ashamed to say. I need to go find your box thing. I know you posted the link, and now I need to locate it. I opened up Twitch to actually click on your link. Devin, can I be a pain and ask for it again? Please. Are you guys, oh, thank you. All right, it's okay, Devin. Rob posted it again. Okay, so what do you want me to do with the Dan's apartment like that? You just want another image there? Okay. So it's going to be DiVinica, or the goddess Isis, has a headpiece situation. So I can't really do the like long flowing dust like smoke like hair situation with her. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to have it all sandy background, and then she has a giant red sunstone on her head, right? In between these two horns is a big oval shaped sunstone. So what I'm going to do is there's going to be the sun stone color, which is red. So I'm going to make it look like, honestly, a smear or drip of blood coming down into the sunstone, which actually works because the script is talking a lot about Ra and the people. Oh, okay. A mini DiVinica looking out the window of Dan's apartment could fit in the corner. I see what you mean. All right, I'm going to save the link, and I'm going to save your comments. And let me get the link really quickly. And I'll see what I can do. Thank you guys for the suggestions. Wayne, hello! So I'm just getting my sand colors. These are my skin tones. These are my sand colors. This is like DiVinica's walls. And this, I guess, was Aphrodite background colors. Okay. How's it going, Wayne? Long time no talk. Of course, Devin. Yes, let me know. All right, so 667. 667. Okay. I'm getting the color that I need. And I'm going to steal all this orangey yellow and just add it into here. I'm going to need a decent amount of paint for this because it's for the majority of the background, and I don't want to have to like mess around with trying to get a new color or remix it or whatever. So I'm just going to steal all of these tones. Let's see how we feel about that color. I think that works. I don't hate it. Her hair is black, so I can easily paint over the sand color in there. But I just want to have the sand color painted underneath in there so that I can just add little tiny bits of hair on top. So I should probably mask out this panel because that's in DiVinica's world, so it actually won't have the sand color. I can maybe do DiVinica's walls again that everybody hates and I absolutely love. Just make everyone have her green walls. You will take it and you will like it. All right, I'm running out of paint. Shit. God damn it. I thought I had enough. I did not. Okay, I'm gonna need to make some more real quick. So 667 is one of the Schmincke numbers I'm using, and then I'm gonna go to the sort of golden yellow. There we go. True. That's a very good question, Galen. I have read that you shouldn't leave it on for more than 2 hours. I have know the rules, break the rules. Is my favorite life plan. So I've left it on for longer than that for sure. But yeah, it's technically they say about 2 hours, and then you should remove it because it can actually start to saturate the paper, and then it won't take paint very well. I've tried the Schmincke one that I've been using lately, and that one doesn't seem to be affected. So I've left it on like overnight, and it's fine. But you know, I wouldn't want to risk it. Okay, quick blow dry. Then we will probably do one more round of this. I'm dabbing this off. It's too orange for my liking. So I think I put too much orange and I need to get a bit more yellow, and I probably need to water it down a little bit more. It's too brownish orange. It's not the right tone. Yeah, it needs more yellow. Looks kind of like a funky mustard. It's raw, actually. So I'm going to do one more round, and then I might even want to put some texture or splatter on the wall. More splatter. Needs to be watered down. So I'm okay with this kind of smeary looking mess. I want that. I want it to kind of look uneven, drippy, messy. I just want it to have some texture to it. And then on top of this will be her, the smear of blood coming down the wall. More brown for the sandy look. Yeah, I don't know. Something, maybe I'll do one more coat on top that's got a little bit more of a, like that ashy brown to it. And what I want is for all of them to be casting shadows, kind of radiating out. So like he's all lit with the light and they're all casting long shadows coming out from him as the light source. But I am very much going for like the golden sandy look. So maybe a little bit more Technicolor-esque as opposed to realistic. Think more, you know, Ten Commandments movie as opposed to maybe more realistic looking sand. So I don't hate this color, actually. It's kind of exactly what I was going for. Now, granted, I'm not saying that I am right. Maybe this is not right. Maybe it doesn't quite look correct. Thank you, D-Dog. Good memory. Well done. All right, so the streaky appearance of this page and this panel here is the plan. Because she doesn't have her hair flowing up, because I really can't, she has a helmet situation, I'm going to be accomplishing that with smears of the red of her sunstone that's on her head. I'm just going to do a quick little, I'm just throwing a little bit of this color back in here, and then I'll paint her hair in between and all around. And this is actually a pretty good gold color, so I'm going to get the gold started here with the watercolor. I really was pulling my hair out over all those butts. My God. So with gold, I'm not trying to make it super smooth because those sharp, high contrast elements of, you know, the highlights meeting with the dark shadows is really what kind of gives gold its metallic sheen and look. So I'm not trying to do as soft a transition as I would on skin, for instance, where I kind of lose my shit if it's blotchy. For gold, it's it's more conducive to just letting the watercolor do its blotchy thing. And then here is more gold. And then it's blue. It's blue on the little connected. No, in all these little pieces, it's like the, what is that blue called again? Lapis lazuli. Hopefully not, Wayne. We'll see though. I need to check my original design of Isis because I don't remember what her her chest thing looks like. Let me see if I can locate it. Okay, so it's only blue in these portions. So these little sections have the lapis lazuli. Oh shit, and this was supposed to be blue. Let me see if I can. Oops. So the knot of Isis, the Tayet right here, is supposed to be blue. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but you know, I mean, I should at least try to have some artistic consistency if I fucking drew it myself anyway. I should at least be able to get that right. Damn it. So this is lapis lazuli. The rest here is gold, and this whole base 2 sections is all gold. So I'm just gonna do base color, and then the feathers in her hair are also like a really nice that royal blue look, that lapis lazuli. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but that's what I'm using here as a lot of the stone elements in the gold. Oh, okay. Retro Detox, hello. I'm glad things are going well for you, Wayne. Oh, you caught up on My Hero Academia? Yay! I am not caught up. Like, not at all. I am waiting for the whole thing to be dubbed. So, I'm still waiting. Oh, thank you, Rob. Yes, Galen. It is... It's recommended that you don't leave it on for more than an hour or two. But like Rob said, with the Schminke one, I've found that I can leave it on for longer. Yeah, it can be problematic. With one of the other brands that I used, if I left it on too long, it would pretty much permeate the paper and nothing would stick to it. So even though you removed it, that part of the paper was like perma-masked, basically. Regularity, hello. All is going well. Thank you so much. How are you? So, you know, since I have what I think is a decent gold color, I'm going to go ahead and put it everywhere else too. Oh, yay! Well, thank you so much for joining. I've seen some of the Destro one. Oops. Sorry. So I inked some of this stuff in dark brown so that it would mesh nicely with the the gold that these elements are. That's a little bit too heavy in there. So maybe I have seen it all. I thought that I hadn't, but I did see the Destro part. I just don't think I've seen it all, but I could be wrong. Any other cons? Yes, I am planning to attend Calgary Expo, Fan Expo Canada, MegaCon, and Dallas so far. I haven't decided if I'm going to sign up for New York Comic Con or not. How about you, Wayne? Which ones are you planning to do? So you know what I'm going to need to do actually is I'm going to need to get my masking fluid and actually put that in all the radiating lines that are coming out from the bottle here. So I actually better do that pretty soon before I end up screwing something up. All right, so it's blotchy as shit, but I think that that is a good thing here. We hope. All right. She, you know, you'll get it in the story, but at least in this story, she gave the light to Ra. He did not use it well and enslaved the people, and so she's taking it back. So far, you have San Diego planned. Ooh. I'm getting a little nervous with the blotchiness, so I'm taking a clear brush and kind of just blending it a little bit. So much for my brave words. Justin, hello. All right. I think I can start doing the base color of the skin tone, and I believe the DiVinica is pretty much exactly the same. What if Ra was a peace-loving, benevolent, dictatorial god? The Class Calico, hello, welcome to the stream. Quick blow dry. Cover your ears. That's really cool. Thinking about going to MegaCon and Heroes. If I go to Florida, I will be making a side trip to see Jimmy and Amanda. That's awesome, Wayne. Okay. So you're thinking to put the DiVinica, like take the DiVinica cover and just put Dan's apartment in the side. You know what I need to do? I need to talk with JP Roth and try to figure out what color the light of Aether actually is. Because I don't think I've actually painted it as a light source before. Only kind of sitting on its own. So I don't know what it would be shining on DiVinica's face and what it would be shining here on Isis. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on this piece of Isis right here, and then next live stream on Tuesday, I'll work on this stuff with you guys. Because I need to start working on drawing the interiors, like the other pages that we're adding into the book. You vote teal? I need to look up what that color is. The DOS nerd. Thank you so much for the follow. Yes, 356. I need some of the pink tone. So I think her skin would have a little bit more of a reddish undertone. And I'm going to get rid of this blue. This blue right here makes me nervous. It's like a bluish gray, and I don't want to add that into skin. I don't know why it's there. Thank you. That's so nice of you, the DOS nerd. A dark red or purple brown color. Oh, really? Well, I get so many other names wrong, so I guess it's wonderful that every so often I do it right. Hooray! It's so rare. Okay, so let me grab a little bit more of her just plain skin brown tone. So I use like a sandy brown color, and I use it across the board for everybody's skin tone, and it's just, the question is how much I water it down or how concentrated pigment I leave it. But it seems to work really well for pretty much everyone. And then I'll add a little bit of red and a little bit of purple. Well, I kind of have like this pinkish rosy red. And that seems to work out great for everyone. But because this is such a warm page and a warm color, I'm not going to put as much purple. But like when I was working on the Nokomis page, I used a lot more purple in her skin than I will here. Blue from Morticia, maybe. You know what? The Morticia red is what I'm going to need to go look up and see which red it was that I used, because I don't remember. And then I'm actually going to write it down, because it was very much a happy surprise for me that one of these reds is really, really good as a kind of, you know, intense dawn red that I love so much. And it wasn't this one. It was one of these happy surprises, and I can't remember which one it was. So I'm going to have to go look. The Blood Spatter Skin Tone Palette. It's been weeks now, Dawn. Step slowly away from the purple. No. Yeah, so Aphrodite is more golden, pale, pink. Nokomis has got a little bit more of the purple undertone because she's in such a blue nighttime. Here we are dealing with more of a sandy color, golds, and so I'm going to go much warmer with Isis's skin. The paper's wanting to be a little bit stubborn. So this is just pass number 1. And I do this to like just be the start tones for skin, and then I switch over to Copic and colored pencil. It's just easier for me. Mark, hello. Carmen, hello. No, I'm not playing with purple again. I added a lot of purple tones into Nokomis' skin because of the background and the sky, and she's in a nighttime setting. So I put a lot more purple in her skin. And then my point here was that I'm not going to put very much purple, if any, into Isis's skin because we're in such a warm setting. No, there's no hair flame on this one, Carmen, but before you're too disappointed, hear me out. So she has a headpiece, and so I couldn't exactly put her hair up like that without removing her headpiece, right? Which I could have done, but I had another idea. What I'm going to do on this one, because the script is talking about it's intense, you know, there's sadness and, you know, people being hurt, and as such, I felt that this one would work in that she has the red sunstone, right? And at the beginning of every single one of these pages, here we go. So on the beginning of each of these pages, there is the hair smoke situation. So this one I ended up going with like more of a smoky hair thing. And then this one is just smoky hair. And then here, this is like the starting panel. So that's where all the like script is going to go. So there's going to be a bunch of like text bubbles and stuff going over the hair there. And so here, I'm going to take the red from her sunstone, and it's going to be like drips of blood red going into and then creating the solid state of her sunstone. So I had to kind of go a different direction with this one because of how her helmet is, but it'll work with the sunstone, and the red drips work with the story and the script, so it will work out. Yay, I'm glad you approve, Carmen. So they're going to be a themed set, but just slightly different on the Isis one. All right, so I need this to dry real quick. Cover your ears. Oh, shoot. I got a drip on her face. God damn it. How did that happen? We don't need drips on faces. See you later, the class Calico. Much love to you. All right. That was a quick dry. Where did she suck it from? All the places. All right, so I'm going to save the rest of this here because it's a decent color for Isis, and I think it will be a decent color for DiVinica's skin tone as well. But I just need to have a mini consult with JP Roth on the Light of Aether's color itself. So yeah, I'm going to work on that later, and we're going to concentrate on this one. Yeah, I caught my hair on fire. Oh, okay. I will definitely try to remember that, Callie. Okay, so now it is Copic marker skin tone time. Whoop, whoop, whoop. And I have my sand color there and gold color. And I think these two worked out all right. To move Nezuko. Nezuko's still here. Jeff. This one's from Rob. This one's from Jeff. And I have my Nezuko's. Oops. I just beheaded Nezuko. No! I fixed her. Close-up of the people. You mean the butts? D-Dog wants to see more butts. I know, the mods here are so amazing. I love how no matter the stream, the mods are always the biggest sources of trolling and sass. Is this what you wanted, D-Dog? Thank you. Truly, this was the hardest part of the page. You're okay with either. That's awesome, Callie. Take care. Have a good night's sleep. What is Allie saying there? We all want the many butts. Thank you guys, truly. It was really difficult. Okay, so YR 40 is color number 1. E41 is color number 2. E42 is color number 3, and then I kind of go off book and switch to whatever I feel is necessary. But I'm going to do the same thing that I did on the I almost said Nezuko. Nokomis page, and I'm going to do, this is a aquarelle colored pencil. So that means it is water soluble. It's the same brand. It's Caran d'Ache, but it's just a different line. I don't know. They don't have it here at my local art store. I bought this when I was at Comics Elite one time. But I might use this more dark saturated pink because she's going to have a darker skin tone. So I actually use these and then blend them in with Copic marker because they're activated by water or I guess any form of moisture. Carmen, the Magu pages are the ones with the like DiVinica eyes and all of that. So Magu got a little bit more screen time than the other 3 goddesses or page time. So she already has her pages. It's under the peach tree. They're already done. They're not handled in this sort of short format. At least not right now. Cuervo, hello, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. Allie had a lack of sleep, went to bed around 6:30 a.m. Aw, I'm so sorry, Allie. So putting a little bit of red in her nose. A lot of this is going to get fully swallowed up by the colors on her face, but, you know, it just gives a little bit of a peachy tone where I feel it's needed. We need a Magu hair raising too. You know, it's actually a good idea because we do need to abbreviate some stuff to make more room. So I might actually bring that up to JP Roth and see what she thinks. Okay, so now this is a trick I learned from Paolo Pantalena, and it works out really well because sometimes mixing the Copic tones of a pink into the skin can kind of make it look a little blotchy, and they don't always blend nicely together. But it works out very nicely with the watercolor. So I quite like this approach. I mean, not with the watercolor. It works really well with the Copic marker, and you just blend it in like so. Here we go. I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. Same thing. I'm just blending. I'm going around in a circle to just blend it out into the rest of the page. So when is the Super Bowl, you guys? Is it next weekend? I gotta leave some parts white so that she has proper highlight. Next weekend, okay. So I'm assuming everybody here is going to be watching the Super Bowl, no? Oh, shit, I forgot to record my live stream again. Damn it. All right, so I'm going to work on her face first, and then I will move on to the rest of her body here. Now, her skin is a darker tone, so I want to make sure that I get that in here, but then leaving highlight areas. And pretty much, for the most part, I try to use the paper as highlights, and I just kind of work around it, like here on her nose. You leave that light. Absolutely, if I have to, art by Galen. Well, for highlights, yes, I will use colored pencil or acrylic or gouache all the time for highlights. And then a lot of times I will try to just work with the paper and kind of pre-plan them. Oh, that is so cool. So Allie's gonna watch. Yes, it is. Are you gonna watch, Wayne? I think this one is kind of running out of ink. So I have 2 of my E41s. Where's my other E41? I should have 2 of them. Oh. No, I put it in the wrong place. I keep 2 E41s in case one of them is getting dry. I can switch to the other one. It's my main skin tone. And on watercolor paper, it's pretty forgiving, and I can keep working with Copic after it's dried, and it doesn't kind of make weird patterns and blotchy shit. But when I'm working on regular like art paper or cardstock or something like that, it's very unforgiving to previously dried Copic being sort of reactivated by being touched up later. Oh my god. So you kind of have to work really fast. Thankfully, that's not the case so much with watercolor paper. It's pretty chill, pretty easygoing, thankfully. So I can keep working on it without having any issues, you know. But still, because speed is imperative, I always have 2 of my base tone color. Oh, that's so kind of you, Art by Galen. That means a ton. Yay, I'm so glad I was able to help a little bit. Or at least give you some inspiration to try some new things. That's awesome. You'll be at your brother's house watching? That's great, Wayne. That's so sweet, Mark. Thank you. You were up at 6 a.m. for soccer today? Oh boy. So now I've switched to E42 because I need to start getting some decent shadows going on in her face. I have no idea, Juan. I'm not really going to choose any of them. No offense to anybody, but if I were ever to watch the Super Bowl, I would pretty much only watch the halftime show. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more shadow here. Too soon? Is there some pain involved for you, Mark? And the commercials, yes. For me, it's always the question, like, should I even bother live streaming on Sunday while the game is on? Good night, D-Dog. Have a good one. Thanks so much for coming. So if you have a choice to choose, which animal would you fight? The ram or the Bengal? I don't know. I wouldn't want to fight either of them. I know, I'm being impossible. You guys are so sweet. Thank you for letting me know. I'm not trying to ask you guys, like, please encourage me. Like, you can be honest and be like, yeah, I'm not going to watch on Sunday. So it makes no difference to me or whatever, you know, it would be good to know. But thank you all, those of you who said you would be here. I'm not going to hold you to it. You'll be here even though you're watching. Are you a football person? Janov, thank you so much for the follow. That's funny, Justin. Thank you, Art by Galen. That's so kind. Mods, if any of you want to watch the Super Bowl, please. I know a lot of you are kind of like masters at multitasking, but like if you don't want to, if you want to go watch, please feel free to do so. I really don't want to make anybody be here out of pity. I'll be here, but I'll be, oh, that's so sweet, Steve. I don't want you to be sad and lonely. There you go. She's coming into focus. Oh my God, the pores. No. DC Bray, hello. Welcome to the stream today. Absolutely, I do, Art by Galen. I'll fix the levels sometimes. I will, you know, sometimes touch up something that I couldn't fix on the page. Yes, absolutely. Someone may call that cheating, but For me, it's making the book as good as I possibly can. That's hilarious, Baron. Okay. Next round of color. Yeah. Sometimes art by Galen, it takes me forever just to try to get the page to look like it does on the paper in front of me, post scanning, which doesn't always work. So if there's something I can do to try to make it look a little better, that's amazing. That's a really good day. Because usually it's not the case. It's more like, fuck, it looks terrible in scan. So bad. I can't decide if I need to make her darker or not. Sometimes the scan will automatically make things darker too. So for now, I'm going to leave it, and then maybe I'll add some colored pencil if I feel it needs more shade and tone. And then she has an intense amount of makeup, which is going to be so fun to do. All right. Yeah, maybe she has too many highlights. I do most of my inks with brushes, but I will do some finer detail with fine point markers. And I have some skin tone markers that I really like, and they don't pick up my ink when it's brushed, when it's fine liners. But if I've gone over the brushed ink with the fine liner, the markers will pick up the black ink. Oh man, that's rough. Because then you have to find, like, they work sometimes but not other times. So you have to make sure they're only placed at the beginning. Sorry, Art by Galen. That's a frustrating discovery, that's for sure. I feel like my monitor is a little too saturated. We're going to fix that. Do a quick little fixie fix. No. All right, that's good enough. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so now I'm going to do all over with E41. Oh, is it DC Bray's birthday? Happy birthday, DC! No, thank you, Timeless Echo. All right, now I'm using E42 to put in those shadows. Census Taker. Oh, and Fion Art. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome to the stream, everyone. Please feel free to post your links, Fion Art, and I want to make sure that I am following you. What were you working on today? Hello, welcome. Thank you all so much for the raid. And I just need to blend this part out, and then I will stop what I'm doing, look up, go take a look at your page and all of those things. I just have to get this blended while it's still wet. I apologize. I will be right there. There we go. All right, Fayon Art, let's go see your channel. I want to go take a look at your work. Everybody, please go check out Fayon Art on Twitch. Follow their Instagram. Haven't posted the one I'm working on. I hear you. I never do. So, want to take a look. Ooh, wow. That Davy Jones is insane. Is that what you were working on today? Oh, no, that's 7 months ago. Recent highlights. Okay, let's see videos. Well, I'm absolutely giving you a follow. Wow. You are amazing. Thank you so much for the raid. It's amazing to see your work. I hope to be able to pay the raid forward and raid you at some point. Thank you, Fayon. Oh, I appreciate that. All right, no. So I'm not using those. I think I'm going to need a darker shadow. Just let me look at what E31 is. Where's my text chart? E31. Yeah, that works. Or E55. Yeah, I'm such a failure at rating. I'm almost getting a little bit of a complex about it. Okay, so now I'm going to fill in the boobage area. then E42. So I'm kind of soft light source coming from the right. So it's very, very loose. Not necessarily a strict light source. It could be anywhere. Oh, yay! Juan followed Faye on art. Win! Yay, Steve! All right, let me see what color Isis's lips are. Okay, so we went pretty dark with her lips. She's got blue eyeshadow, very intense blue feathers in her hair. This is gonna be fun. All right. So sometimes I use colored pencil, honestly, just to smooth out the slight amount of, like, it's just something in the paper texture that you can see when done with Copic. So I try to smooth that out sometimes on with colored pencil, but I don't know if I need to this time. Do I have any more Starbursts? I have one left. Thank you, Fayon. Much appreciated. We're slowly getting past the ugly stage of watercolor, but there's so much more ugly stages to come. It's my least favorite part of working in watercolor, is it's so intensely ugly at so many points. She has green eyes. Let's do that. Let's get her eyes done. Let's do her makeup. My Copic markers don't fit on my desk, which is why I'm constantly leaning back and getting them from the floor. C3. Thank you, Zane. Okay, she has bright green eyes. So I'm feeling inclined to, Right now I'm kind of deciding between YG41 or YG03. where are either of those colors? YG 41. What the hell? I can't even find it. YG 41 is not here. What the hell? Is this YG03? No. Is this YG? Oh, well, no wonder I couldn't find it. It was one of those. YG41. Okay, YG03. YG03. "45 minutes to food happiness. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Do you keep the Copics point up, point down, or random? Completely random, Hal." So, this is YG41. It might be a little too blue. Yeah, it's a little too blue. I'm going to do YG03. I have made a executive decision that I'm going to do YG03. Tonight is hamburger night. Canadian Rage is about to go off. It came very close. I know, right? Because it's a very dangerous situation, Rob. Needs so many snacks. Okay, that's a bright green. It's pretty aggressive, but I think I can tone it down later, and I would rather that she have some real popping eyes. So I need to do a little bit of a darker tone. So this one up here is YG03. We're going to do YG63 to kind of, tone her eyes down a little bit. YG63. See you later, Fayon Art. Thank you again for the raid. I look forward to seeing more of your work in the future. Here we go. So I'm going to get this in the shadows, but it's nice if her eyes are just really like, I know tigers don't have green eyes, but I'm going for that like intense tiger eye effect of just like kapow. Yes, it is working for me. I'm not hating it. I go really dark on the whites of the eyes, and then I add highlights afterwards. And that, I think, ties the room together, and it looks awesome. Okay, we are happiness there. Maybe I'm going to get a really nice shadow in there, just a little bit more. This is with a dark green Caran d'Ache colored pencil. And I'm using the luminance ones now because I don't want there to be any risk of this bleeding if I need to get something else wet on the paper. So if I really don't want it to move, I'll use the luminance. If I kind of want it to blend in, or I may want to like add some water and paint whatever into the skin, maybe if that's what I was trying to do, I would use the aquarelle ones. So my decisions are sort of based on whether I want it not to budge or I want to have the ability to play with it. Okay, blues. Let's see what I have as far as Nokomis. Why do I keep almost saying Nokomis? Isis is blues. So for colored pencil, which honestly is probably what I'm going to use for her eyeshadow. I have no, are you guys saying I picked something? I did not. I did no such thing. Light blues, maybe if I'm feeling super adventurous, I could blend a little bit of teal into it just to keep everything kind of surprising and exciting. But I don't like to paint makeup with watercolor. I just can't control it well enough, especially when you want it to kind of blend out in a fun way. So, yes. This is going to be fun. Okay. Here goes nothing. So I will re-ink her lashes at the end. I kind of treat it like she's getting another coat of mascara, because otherwise, you know, everything's just going to cover her lashes, and I definitely want them to pop again. But I want to have freedom to add all the color that I feel I need to without trying to like go around her lashes. That would be super annoying. She has kind of intense 80s makeup going on. Too late. Juan and Mark bet their houses on your pick for next week. Oh my god, my stomach just churned with anxiety. Not okay, boys. Your trip to Arizona is on the line? Oh, good lord, don't do this to me. Not okay. Okay, so that's just the base. We're gonna blend it in a little bit more. Okay, now some really dark blue. Okay, just kind of using this as like I'm burnishing it a little bit. Then we're gonna get a black colored pencil to just give her that, you know, charcoal around her eyes look, which, you know, this is one of the rare times where, you know, I'm not putting more makeup on the character than they necessarily would have had. You know, I definitely take makeup liberties, but with Isis, it's like, she actually probably did. So I can feel not bad about like really smoking this shit up. Ooh, yes, so fun. Yay, I'm so glad that you like it, Mark. Just the smoky eye of legend, hopefully. No, now I'm going to do the other eye. A little bit of highlight color. And I think I did this one yet. Next. don't know if you guys remember the Nokomis oil painting that I was working on with you guys last year. It is not finished. It's just been sitting there. And I need to finish that one up, and I'm nervous about it. I'm not going to lie, because it's the whole piece has just been difficult for me from the beginning. Like, I even tried to do the base with watercolor, and the problem is that it's one of those sheets that I pre-soaked for like 4 minutes or something because I was reading it in a tutorial. Well, that really fucked up the paper, and just ever since that act of soaking the page, I've been struggling with it since then. The art itself I did not struggle with, but the painting of it and the paper and how it's absorbed water, and then the watercolor wasn't working, and so then I switched to oil paint, and then I lost all of my lines, and it's just been so annoying. But I have to finish this, or I'm just going to feel like, oh my god, I wasted 2 weeks on a piece that is just total shit. So I'm going to try to work on it sometime maybe this coming week or next week. It really depends like how everything shakes out and how each page goes. But yeah, there's that one that's sitting up there waiting for me. I have it behind a few other paintings because I just can't right now. But I'm gonna have to face it. What if I finish it digitally? Well, then it just has such a different look. That's the problem, you know? And then I'll feel like I conceded defeat, which I refuse to be defeated by one of these pages. I just, you know, if I have to pivot and do something else, I will, but I will not let the page win. Fuck that shit. There is no winning for the page. I have to win. I'm also deeply competitive. And, you know, it looks like right now my competition is against the piece of paper. Wasted 2 decades so far. Aw, Rob, that was not what you were trying to do. Well, she certainly has the smoky eye. So now, the little highlights. To me, they change everything. And the reason why I make the whites of the eyes, so dark is because I really like those highlights to really shine. Have you even seen the page I'm talking about, Wayne? There we go. Highlights. Highlights. There we go. Now, I'm gonna let that, actually, I don't need to wait for anything to dry. I can just ink this. So, I'm gonna go over the inks here. I'm gonna go over the colored pencil with ink so that I can bring in her lashes again. That's funny. You've never seen The Mask, Justin? What on earth? I have to let this ink dry for a decent while. There we go. I don't know that I want to give her really like a bold lip. I think I'm gonna go more for a muted kind of glossy lip situation. I think the bold lip is a little bit unnecessary here. Okay, so I'm gonna see you later, Juan. Have a fantastic week. Take care of yourself. See you soon. Yay! Oh, I missed that. Thank you so much for letting me know, Rob. Jessa Mess is asking if you think art school is a waste of time and money. So sorry for missing your comment, Jess. It really depends what you are trying to do. Like, to declare something a waste of time and money is probably a little bit harsher than I would ever want to be, because I actually have not gone to art school, so I am not speaking from experience. That being said, I personally wouldn't. I think that if you have the interest and the self-discipline to study on your own, you'll save yourself tens of thousands of dollars, and you'll be able to choose what you work on and set your own courses and all of that. And there is so much that you can learn just by buying courses on Gumroad and watching YouTube. I can't remember, there's a lot of different places like Gumroad where you can buy courses. And so that's kind of how I have taught myself. And it's worked out pretty well for me. So that's what I would recommend, but it's entirely up to you. Yay, you have fresh cookies? I'm not prepared to let that page go yet. I'm not, saying that I'm gonna ditch the page. I'm just annoyed that it's taking this long, and it's definitely given me a struggle, but no, I'm not going to ditch a page. Not yet. Yes. One point of consideration, there's something to be said for the experience of an educational environment. True. What is someone looking for? Do we know if Carmen has gotten her hands? Ah, okay. All right. Blue paint time. 481 is what I'm going to use for her feathers. Right? 481, yes. That page will forever be known as the mule page. How so? Oh, this blue is fun. All right. So this is 481. It's kind of what I'm trying to use for like the lapis lazuli. And then I will paint the black of her hair as kind of final step. Because that, you can't get any other colors near it, or it's easy to kind of pull that color and smear it in places. So I'm pretty careful with black last as far as painting on a page. And so I'll be doing that at the very end, and then I will take some gold. I think I might use some like actual gold metallic paint to fill in some of the little gold details. I don't want to do full areas with the gold metallic paint because it's flat. It's shiny, but there's no way that I can add contour or shape to it. So I will I'll just use it in like little pops of highlight, because she has like all these beads in her hair and strings of gold, and all of that I'll take care of with the metallic paint because it's opaque and it'll show up over her black hair and over everything else. So I think that's how I'm going to work everything as far as what order I'm going to paint it all in and how I'm going to place it. And I think that should work. Okay, got this part a little bit more saturated than I wanted to. I've lost the plot. Thank you. I'm not sure I get it. Thank you so much. I will just holler at me if there's something that I'm missing that I should have seen, like what you did with the question about art school. Thank you, Rob. I totally missed it. Okay, a little bit more. Thank you, Philip. Okay. Oh yes, and this is also lapis lazuli. Right? Yes. So, a little bit more blue. Rob, thank you so much. That means a ton. Welcome, Nori. All right. I think we might have enough time for me to finish her lips and then maybe even add the red. I don't know. Might be a little bit too ambitious to add the red of her dress, but I know that I can at least get her lips done. Now, granted, I'm going to go light with her lips, but then I'll wait and see. Like, maybe they might be too light and too similar in tone to, like, Aphrodite and Nokomis, who I went light on their lips both times. So I might have to go a little darker. Or maybe they'll just all be, like, light, glossy-lipped goddess pages. It's definitely okay to share a link, 100%. Okay, so I use E11 and E13. They are my standard light lip colors. And when you buy a Copic set, they are part of the skin tone shades, which I literally find inconceivable, but it is what it is. Don't think anybody has skin that salmon toned. Don't like that shape so much. Let's try to fix it. Okay, now E13. No, like, they are just really, 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 salmon. Like, I suppose it could be a very reddish fake tan color. But you know what? They work great for lip tone, so happiness. So these are definitely a little bit darker than Nokomis. So I used the I used the same colors, but I've certainly gone darker. And I might even go one shade more dark. So we're still staying in the like brown tones, but a little bit darker. Let's try E15. Dark suntan. So this is all bronzy glow. Hello, Inkstain Fox. How's it going? Good night, Mark. Sorry, I had to catch my blow dryer. Good night, Mark. Have a fantastic week. It was great to hang out with you here today. There we go. Good night, What the Fan Art. Catch you later. Bart Pira, thank you so much for the follow. You took a Terry Dodson print to get measured for a mat and backboard. Nice! How's Sherlock doing? Oh, no worries. Sherlock is having one of his issue days where he is being all scared and hiding. I think because we brought some clothes home that have freaked him out. Did I say bye to Justin? I'm sorry, Justin, if I did that. Oh, it's because you said bye, friendos, and I thought you were saying bye to all of us. My bad. Sorry, Justin, I am not in any way trying to get rid of you. I just misread. I thought you were saying bye to us, not saying bye to the folks that were leaving. My bad. Sorry. Sorry for causing confusion. Yes, Sherlock is my cat. Aw, sorry, Van Helsing. Oh, I'm glad it's cheered you up, Van Helsing, and I definitely sympathize. Sucks to have a bad day. For real? I did not know that. Oh my god, Allie. Shows how little I actually know about the fairy tales and the truth that the stories. Oh, good lord. Kara, hello. The Grimms, in a word, were grim. Yeah. I seriously just don't even... I guess I really don't know much about all of them, or I haven't read any of them, to be perfectly honest. So I'm always so shocked and surprised when I hear the truth, like the actual stories. I'm like, what? No! That is so intense. Oh my god. Okay, her lip shape leaves something to be desired over here. Over a flaming bed of coals. And I thought she was supposed to be like really sweet, and that's why she deserved the prince. But you know, that's pretty like vindictive bitch territory right there. That I did hear about how the stepsisters cut their toes off to try and fit in the glass slippers. Yes. All right. I want to give someone a raid. Does anybody have a suggestion of who they would like us to raid tonight? Daria Aksenova is on. Rika draws. Calvin Sims. Does anyone have a suggestion? Art time, Bea from Pokemon, discussing a new Discord art challenge. This is looking cool. I feel like rating Rika Draws. I'm gonna try not to raid myself. I will try not to be incompetent. All right, so I'm gonna get the raid started and then I will say goodbyesies to all of you guys. All right, let's start the raid. Raid. Rika Draws. All right. We'll get the raid started. Please feel free to join me. We're going to go see Rika Draws. They are working on a Bea from Pokemon and discussing the new Discord art challenge. Guys, good night. Thank you so much for hanging out on today's live stream. I will be working on this page again on Tuesday probably. Much love to all of you. You prefer to think of it as confused, not incompetent. Thank you all for hanging out. Rob, thank you for modding. You are amazing. I love all of you. Let's go raid.